Hi guys, Raul from SimpleWiFi here to talk to you today about our new long-range Wi-Fi repeater kit. We're going to dive into this kit a little bit deeper to talk about what it can do, what you can expect, and how to set it up. So what I have in front of me is a typical kit. You're going to have an outdoor antenna that's going to be mounted outside pointing at the hotspot. In this case we have a 14 dBi directional panel. If you use an omni-directional antenna, which we will cover in other videos, that is set and forget. There's no pointing required on that one. Behind that, you're going to have an access point that's going to plug directly behind it. 50 feet of Ethernet cable that's going to communicate down to the router. Now, between the router and the cable is going to be a PoE, or power over Ethernet. And this is what's powering up the access point that's on the antenna, and also allowing for it to communicate and give internet to the router. The router is then what gives internet inside your RV, your house, or wherever it may be that you want to get Wi-Fi. Now, the idea behind this kit is to connect to a faraway hotspot. Maybe your neighbor, or you're at a campground and you have access to an internet source. This is going to connect to it outside where the signal is strongest, bypass the walls, concrete, the fiberglass of an RV or wherever you may be, and provide high-speed internet as if it was outside. So what you want to do is you want to mount the antenna at this highest point possible, trying to get a clear line of sight, proper elevation. All these kind of environmental factors really come into play with how good of a signal you're going to get and how much bandwidth you can expect. So once that is connected, you're going to be feeding internet into this router, and it's going to broadcast under a new network, so your own private network. Now, this is going to allow for laptops, mobile phones, tablets, smart TVs, anything that's Wi-Fi enabled will be able to connect to this network just as if you were connecting to any other network. The trick is connecting it to a signal source that you have access to and that you have at high speeds. So high speed can be anything above 3 to 4 or 5 megabits per second. That's kind of what, for example, what Netflix recommends. They recommend at least 5 megabits down for streaming. So as long as you can connect with some decent bandwidth here, you're going to get that as output through the router. Now, connecting is really simple. All you gotta do is make sure that you have the cable connected to the bottom of the access point here. And now it has a waterproof housing so that it can be mounted outside, and it plugs right in. And then this access point, for example, on the panel, is gonna sit directly behind so that you don't have any signal loss. Now, this is fantastic. RF, or radio frequencies, as Wi-Fi is by nature is gonna leak out of coax cable, which is what most people in the Wi-Fi world use. By connecting it directly to the antenna, we're gonna try to eliminate as little signal loss as possible. Now, you're getting some with the connector, but it's much less than if you would have done a cable run over coax cable. By converting it directly into data via the Ethernet cable, you can run up to 100 feet without any real loss. This comes with 50. If you wanted, you can upgrade for more. And by the time it gets to here, you're almost at zero signal loss from whatever the antenna is able to reach. Now, on the router, you're gonna have a 5 dBi antenna. This is great for small RVs, small homes, probably anything more than 2,000 square feet in your house. You're gonna wanna upgrade the antenna on the router, but this will suffice just for now. All of our antennas in our store will connect to this and work well. Now, the best thing about this kit is how easy it is to connect to the internet and have it repeating through your router. You don't have to go into your computer's network settings and set static IPs in order to communicate to the access point and do special protocols in order to get this running. This is truly plug and play. Within a matter of clicks, you're up and running, you're rebroadcasting your signal through the router, and it's really intuitive and simple to use. What you're gonna do is you can either do this two ways. You can go directly from the Ethernet cable right into your laptop and go onto the website there, where you're gonna find your network, reconnect to it, and then configure that so that once this is live and it's hot with internet, you just plug it into your router, and the router is just happy to have internet and broadcasting for everyone else. Or you can connect directly to the router, and through your phone or your tablet or even your computer's Wi-Fi, you can connect to this network, go to the URL, and then search for the signal there. It's pretty simple. We use a 3-check system. Once you have all 3 green check marks, you're up in the internet and you're running.